So have you ever wondered why your tattoo artist shows or even makes the design of your tattoo the day of the appointment? I remember when I was doing the tattoos, I always wondered why this was. And like many of you, I thought and believed that my tattoo design should be made and seen well in advance, just because I honestly want to know what I'm putting on my body, and so I'm not walking into this tattoo appointment blindsided with an unknown design. So I decided to go ahead and ask all these artists the question into why they hold off on giving us the design. And here are all their answers, which I definitely recommend you pause the video and come back and check out for yourself. Now I want to say a quick disclaimer, and that is every artist is different and does things their own way. So the timing and making of your tattoo design will differ artist to artist. Now it's from my personal experiences from being in shops, seeing things for myself. My initial thought before this video was that artists usually make the design of the tattoo a couple days max before the tattoo appointment, and usually in most cases it's on the day of the tattoo appointment. But I was shocked to find out that this wasn't the case for many of these artists. Yes, some of these artists still like to do it the day of the tattoo appointment, which I kind of expected, but a lot actually like to do it multiple days in advance and sometimes even weeks in advance. So why is it then that we are getting these designs of the tattoo so close to the tattoo appointment when they are done so far in advance? Well, like I said, there are a couple reasons to why, and we're going to get into that right now. But before we do, I want you guys to go ahead in the comment section and let me know, how long do you usually find you are waiting to get your tattoo design? Is it a couple days before? Is it maybe a week before? Or is it usually the day of the tattoo appointment? I would love to find out and hear from your experiences. So the first reason to why your tattoo artist isn't showing you your tattoo design is because they haven't even started yet, because they have other clients to attend to. Odds are, if your tattoo is still months, weeks in advance, they haven't thought about you, the tattoo, or the design yet. I know it's hard to hear, but it's the honest truth. And here's my good friend Mr. Reyes to talk about this a little more.
If your artist is booked for the next year or a couple months, I wouldn't ask for a design right away, just because he has other clients to take care of and he has to prioritize those clients because their appointment is coming up. You did book your artist for a reason, you know, and that means that you trust whatever he's gonna do, and he's gonna take your ideas into consideration and make something happen, you know. So I would say trust the process.
So you guys have to remember that you are not the only client or design that that artist has. Usually if an artist is booked up, they have multiple clients a week and probably hundreds of clients a year. They need to grab all that time and energy and focus on that given client design that is either with them right there or is coming up in the next few days. Now, the next reason to why you might not be getting your design right away is because some artists believe that work time is work time and home time is home time. There's that old saying, leave work at work and don't bring it home. And many of us live by this, as we should, because it's healthy. They deserve not to have to bring work home, just like you and me don't have to as well. But I will say that usually artists do end up, unfortunately, having to bring it home because they have so much on their plate in terms of tattooing the whole day, and now they got to get that design ready for the next person. But like I said, some artists don't believe in this. They don't want to bring that work home. So that means that your tattoo design is going to most likely be made on work hours, which is when you are there with them to get the design done. Now, this next reason makes total sense into why a tattoo artist may hold off on wanting to show you your tattoo design. And that is because they don't want you to take that design that they put a lot of time and effort in and bring it to somebody else that will do it for the same quality at a cheaper price. You all know how this is going to turn out. So the artist holding off on giving you that tattoo design leading up to the tattoo appointment is their way of protecting themselves, their time, their work, the design, and their name. Now, this next reason is probably the biggest reason into why your tattoo artist is going to hold off on giving you your design up until the day of the tattoo appointment, and that is because they don't want you to go ahead and get other people's opinions on the design that they made. They don't want to give you all this extra time from when they give you the design maybe a week in advance up until the tattoo appointment to go ahead and now get other people's opinions on what you're going to be doing to your body, because I can guarantee you everybody's going to have a different opinion on what you should do or change, because it's on what they like, not what you like, they like. That's a big word and big difference. You guys got to remember, it is your design that you and your artist came up with. It's not everybody else's design. Maybe one or two opinions is okay that truly matters to you, but don't be getting every single person's opinion, because then you're just going to be left kind of unknowing what the design is, and your artist is going to be frustrated because now you're going to be going with them and doing all these small little changes that were never really agreed on in the initial part of the tattoo design. Now, this next reason kind of falls off what I just mentioned, and that is the fact that they don't want to give you all that extra time for you yourself to go go ahead and overanalyze the tattoo design that you just got. Let's be real. If you got a tattoo design a couple weeks in advance, you would be looking at that tattoo design almost every single day and nitpicking at every little thing that you can to make it its absolutely best and make it perfect. We're humans. We want that. It's kind of ingrained in us to make things look their best, be their best. But in so, you are going to really annoy the artist. Things are going to get confusing. The artist is going to be overloaded with work. Time's going to be wasted. And in that, it's just not going to be a good thing for the artist and the overall products that he's going to deliver in the future. Now, I really do enjoy making these videos in terms of going and asking artists and hearing their experiences, why they do certain things. So if you guys are interested or have something that you would like to ask and know, go ahead in the comment section and write it, ask it, and whatever is the most liked comment, I will go ahead, grab it, and go and ask these artists that question, and then I will make a whole video on it. Also, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss that video or my hand tattoo that is coming very soon. Now, the next reason why is because they are not satisfied with the design yet, and they want all that time leading up until the day of the tattoo appointment to really go ahead and make a couple more edits, changes to really perfect it. Like writing an essay, book, or notes or anything like that, they always say it's best to just kind of start. And then you can come back and work on it later. And with that, you come back with a fresher, newer mind, and you're able to make some changes or add something in that you weren't really thinking about from the last time. And with that, you have those main building blocks set, and with each pass through, go through, you are able to go ahead and add a little bit more onto it. And by the end of it, and right up until that tattoo appointment, that artist has perfected that design. Plus, why would an artist want to show a design that they aren't satisfied with unless it is a very rough draft? Now, the next reason into why you are not getting your design in advance is because it's not even done yet, and that is because the artist prefers and wants to be able to sit down with you one-on-one to go ahead and create the design. I had this artist say, I like to sit and explain to them how the whole process works. I feel like having that one-on-one design process on the day of the appointment with your client will create more value to them since they had a part in the strategy of their design. And I also have another clip from Mr. Reyes on how he does things in a similar fashion.
As far as for me, what I like doing is a lot of my clients are from out of state, so I like giving them an extra day. So the day before the appointment, I take them out to eat breakfast. We start conversating, we're having a good time. You know, I get to know them, things that they like, things that they don't like. As we're having a conversation, I start customizing. And at the end of the breakfast, I show them what I customize. And if they approve the simple design that I put together, I go home and I perfect it and I make sure it looks great for the next day.
And also finally, this can be the best method of choice for an artist to go ahead about doing if the artist has a client that is unsure or is super picky. Working with them in person helps clear a lot of things up that may be misunderstood through text, email, and they can explain the whole process with them face to face. And sometimes it's a lot easier and a lot more calming when you have somebody in person doing it like that. So guys, if you do have a tattoo appointment that is months and months in advance still, I would recommend that you do not waste your time or the artist's by going ahead and messaging them, asking them how the design is or if they've started yet, because odds are you are not going to get that design until a couple of days before the tattoo or most likely on the day of the tattoo appointment. So just again, don't waste anybody's time here. Like Mr. Reyes said, you chose that artist for a reason. Trust the process and trust the artist. I recommend you guys go ahead and watch this video. It is of me asking artists on reasons why they might not post that tattoo that they've just done on you on their Instagram.